Critical hit Punch All Nazis takes place in the early days of World War II and combines high adventure with cosmic horror. All dates, locations, and historical events are thrown out the window in order to create a fun story, so don't put too much thought into historical inaccuracies. All accents are done poorly, but with love, and no disrespect is intended. You've stepped through what you thought was the painted backdrop of the stage, and you have emerged into what looks like a alternate take on the city of Venice. Carcosa is a city done in kind of an Italian Renaissance style. Lots of canals. You can see gondolas floating, but you don't see anybody there piloting them. In fact, you don't even see a pole to get these gondolas to work. They're just all kind of floating there. Some of them are half sunk into the canal. The buildings appear in places to be well constructed, but it looks like for most of the city that you can see, it looks like things are in decay. Things are in disrepair. Things are are falling apart. There is this growing stench of rot, like rotten wood, rotten fish, other dead things that you can smell. This water smells like it is salt water. I probably wouldn't taste it. Far off in the distance, you can see two giant statues of robed figures guarding a gate. And beyond that gate is a bridge to something, a giant building. And the sun, this giant black sun, Carlos, you have seen this black sun in some of your visions and dreams before, is setting low onto the horizon. Everything here is cast in a really dark, like, it's hard to describe. It's not like a negative light, but everything that's a shadow is like a dark shadow, like darker than dark shadow. And everything else is just kind of taken on this bluish, purplish hue. Even though the picture you're looking at is orange and sunset, here in the black sun, it is it is that color. The blonde woman seems to take note of the sun and looks at the patch on her arm, and she's like, "Oh, very interesting. Yes, this all makes sense now." You were there with John Arbogast, Mrs. Arbogast, Dr. Herbert West is there, as is Dr. Smith is there, and the four of you are there as well. The shadows are kind of creepy. Like, there could be anything hidden in the shadows. Blisco, you kind of remember this place too from your dreams, or portions of this city look familiar.
I mean, we've all seen some part of Carcosa, presumably from JMT's.
Oh yes,
Vision Quest.
Yeah,
Vision Quest. So I don't know if it's a section that we can see from here, but we've seen some of it at some point.
Yeah, definitely the two giant statues for sure.
Let's.
You hear some screeches sounds like from the air, like some kind of giant bird or birds flying overhead. And you can hear strange, like, I don't want to say slurping sounds, halfway between a slurp and a suck. It's kind of like a squawk, kind of slimy, draggy things
Squelch.
coming from the shadows. This place is very eerie and uncomfortable.
Did Dr. Smith make it in?
Oh yes, everybody's here.
Okay. I will hand one of the lightning guns to him.
To Dr. West? Or to Dr. Smith, sorry. Okay, Dr. Smith. What is this?
Nazi lightning gun.
Huh. Okay. Saw some weird
Little-
things when I was undercover. This doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. A little bit more effective than a revolver.
Don't discount a revolver, kid. It's gotten me out of so many sticky situations.
I mean, I'm not going to exchange it for your revolver. You can keep that too.
I will, thank you.
Okay,
Where are we going?
I think we need to go there, and I'll point to the statues.
That's quite a ways away. And
It is.
John Arbogast is saying, no, it's closer than you think. I'm sure it's just right around the corner. We could probably be there in a few minutes. And then the Key of Solomon is mine.
Let's just start moving. Let's get out of the open if we can.
Agreed.
Okay. So you're standing on kind of like a street. Behind you is the theater building. And then in front of you is a bridge that crosses a canal.
Is it just the wall of the theater building behind us?
I don't know. Do you want to examine it?
Yeah, like when he
Turn around
looks
and
back.
look, yeah.
I mean, it looks like the back of a building, sure.
Okay, like there wasn't a door or anything there.
No, it's brick.
That, yeah, makes sense, I guess.
No, it doesn't. But I get what you're saying. Yep. Start walking down the bridge.
Okay. As you cross over the bridge, you see something very large swimming under the water. It looks to have a very bulbous head and many, many, many large tentacles that could probably easily take out this bridge if it wanted to. If you stand there and watch it, it submerges deeper down into the canal, out of sight.
Is everything gotta have
Hurry
tentacles?
down the bridge.
Okay, you make it across the bridge, and now you're kind of standing on, I guess you would, like a plaza island thing. It's kind of in the middle, and there are two large buildings here that one of them kind of looks like a giant church. It's got a dome like you would expect from a church. The building that is immediately in front of you looks like some kind of either a religious gathering, but not a church kind of place, or some kind of market. It's hard to tell, but there's a lot of falling parts through there. As you pass, all of you, please give me a will plus resilience D2.
2 successes.
One success.
Can I use my Dauntless talent?
Okay.
How much momentum do we have right now?
You have 4. You have 4 momentum.
I would like to use one of that.
Okay. You have 3 momentum.
We have 4 momentum, I guess.
Okay, 3 successes.
All of those. It's a good thing that I got all of those successes reading The King in Yellow, because I used them all up.
Doc and Carlos, as you're passing one of the entryways, you hear whispers coming from the inside. Come inside. Hurry. Before the things come. They're going to come and get you. Quick, come inside. And you two are you cannot resist going inside the building.
I better go quick.
Oh, what's in here?
Okay, so you guys enter this building, and I don't know, Blisco and Valentino, what do you do when you see these two just walk through this broken down doorway of a giant building?
Where are you guys going?
We're going in here so they can't get us.
Yeah, they're gonna get us.
Oh, so they can't get you. I think that's a good idea. We don't want anybody to get us out here now, do we? And he also follows you inside. As does the blonde woman, and the Arbogast also decide to go inside as well.
Okay, be on your guards. Be careful. Watch the shadows.
Are you guys still staying outside?
No, I'll step in. But I'm going to have my pistol out.
Okay. Let's go. What
Yeah.
about you?
Same, but I've got the X1 at ready.
Okay. So you get into this space, and it does kind of look like a multi-storied place where people can go shopping. There are stalls set up all around where goods could be purchased. You see platforms where people could get up and make speeches. And this goes up like 2 different levels. So there's this ground floor, and then there's 2 additional levels of what look to be places where people could buy food or clothing or tires or whatever in this place. Not a civic center. They haven't been
Indoor
invented yet.
marketplace.
It's an indoor marketplace. They haven't been invented, but you would say that this is a mall in today's standards.
Okay, all right.
But yes, it's a covered shopping area. But yes, you guys go in, and there are booths that are overturned. There were banners and draperies hanging from the ceiling that are now fallen to the floor in tatters, and you can kind of hear like scritchy critter skittering sounds like rats or something running around in the dark. Come this way. Come this way. Out of the light.
All of us can hear it.
Heading this way.
Doc and Carlos can hear it.
We better go that way.
Yes, I agree.
Yep, we'll be safe. We'll be safe over here. We have to go this way.
So you head down through across like a little plaza area where there are chairs that have been set up for people to sit. And as you cross, you see this just dark area of the mall that Carlos and Doc seem to be leading you guys towards, Valentino.
What's making you so sure we're going to be safe in here?
Can't you hear them? They're telling us.
No, I'm not hearing anything. Who's telling you?
The voices.
But okay, I think we need to
We're
stop.
fine.
No, I think you're being led into a trap here, fella.
We have to be safe.
Oh, that would make sense that they're trying to lead you into a trap.
Oh.
Let me check to make sure that that's not what's happening.
We should ask them. Hey, are you guys trying to lead us into a trap?
Yes, of course.
Oh, they say yes, of course. We better go.
And at that moment, the rubble starts to stir, and from the piles of debris and detritus that has been scattered around, you see these massive bodies emerge that are just bags of flesh, and it looks like multiple bodies that have been put together to form a very large being. And there are 3 of them as they emerge from the rubble and stand up. And all of a sudden you hear Dr. West go, "Oh, goody, I know these guys." And you are into combat. You are in an open space. There are some, stalls if you want to try and hide from them. But there are 3 very large creatures, twice the size of you, that are made of undead bodies that have been fused together and are mobile. Everybody give me a will plus resilience D1.
All right. Hey, 2 successes.
I'll use my Dauntless talent again.
Okay.
Hey, success.
2 successes.
I'll also use his Dauntless talent.
No.
0 successes and a complication.
Yeah, 0 successes and a complication. This is great, Doc, because just as soon as Dr. West says, "Oh, yes, I know these guys," you also know these guys. You have read enough of Dr. West's journals that you knows that these are the reanimated corpses of fallen humans that have been fused together through ancient dark magics that West had written about in his books. In fact, you thought that in one of the books that you had, that it said that there was some antidote or something, but that you didn't find because apparently that book was left in an asylum or something, and you have refused to read that book. So now you are all in combat. One of the creatures reaches out to grab you, Blisco, in a hand-to-hand combat. So that is going to be a what is that?
Agility and fighting, right?
Agility and fighting.
I would like to use a momentum for this roll
Okay.
to get 1 success.
Hey, this guy had 2 successes. Its giant arms reach down out towards you, Blisco, and you can see that the hand is made up of, just a big old, forearm, and each of the fingers looks to be another hand. So it's a hand with a hand in place of fingers, and it comes out to grab you. And you take 2 physical damage.
Okay. Armor soaks, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, it also says, after a successful attack, spend 1 threat to add the snare effect to the attack. I'm going to spend that threat, and you are snared.
What does that mean?
It's grabbed you.
You make more of a sizzling sound when you get hit.
You are grabbed. The only way you can get out of its grip is to succeed in a hand-to-hand combat.
Am I able to shoot it?
You are not when you are grabbed.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I am
so
mediocre at this.
Yeah. Dr. Smith says, "Holy Jehoshaphat!" And he attempts to shoot. And he succeeds. And he does 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. But it does not appear to... it takes a little flesh, gets seared off. You see a lightning beam shoot right past your ear, Carlos, as it strikes the shoulder of the giant undead that has grabbed you. And you see part of the shoulder just fly off, and you can hear a sizzling sound of decayed flesh cauterizing with that blast. This was all very close to hitting you in the head.
Blisco, right?
Yeah, hitting Blisco in the head. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow, this thing packs a punch.
Did he take the thing out, or?
Oh, no. He barely did any damage to it.
Oh boy. Whose turn then?
Any of your guys' turn, except for
go.
you, Rob, because you are grabbed. All right, Rodrigo.
I'll say, yeah, you really have to brace yourselves, and then I'll aim at the thing that's growing Blisco
Okay.
and say, hang on, Blisco, I'm starting to think these guys aren't as helpful as they sounded. And I would like to aim at it. And I would also like to give you a point of threat.
Okay.
And then I would like to shoot it.
All right. You may
With
shoot.
the lightning gun.
Hey, 3 successes. Very good. You get a momentum back on that. Oh, no. You would have had to have 3 successes on that because you have seen things that should not have been seen.
Okay.
So you have a D3 on that. So, yeah, you hit it. So go ahead and do damage.
Okay. What were those at? Like 7?
Yep. Yeah, 7 dice plus whatever your bonus is for whatever it is, brawn or whatever it is.
Inspiration.
Sorry.
No, insight.
Or insight.
Looks like a 6 and 3 effects. So if this is also have the piercing effect.
The card did.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
So subtract 3 from their armor, and then I deal 6.
All right. So you have caused it an injury. It has. You have shot one of the bodies that makes up its right arm off, and the body goes onto the ground and starts wiggling and convulsing before it turns into a just a sack of pus that bursts open and slides across the little plaza area. Slime and marble flooring do not mix. Now there is a hazardous area around here that any kind of extra movements will require that you do an agility and athletics, I believe. Yeah, agility and athletics D1, so you don't slip on the slimy pus.
Gross.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm free.
You are free because that's enough to make this creature go down. Now that I look at its total health, it is dead, and there's pussy slime all over the place. But that doesn't mean the other two creatures can't attack, and one of them rushes up to you, Doc, and it also attempts to grab you or hit you, I guess. So
Okay.
agility and fighting.
Okay. 2 successes.
All right. I also have 2 successes, so I succeed. This time, instead of they are going to or damage you. Take three physical damage.
Okay. Can I armor it?
I mean, if you have armor, sure.
Yeah, I do. I just wasn't sure if any of it would get through.
Typically, unless it's a bladed weapon, there's no piercing for a blunt force attack.
Okay. All right. So I would take 1 of that.
Okay. Dr. West steps up and goes, No, you don't understand. Stop. These are beautiful creations. John and Mrs. Arbogast just stand back and watch, as does the blonde woman. So, Rob, Brian, or Matthew?
So it's right here in front of me.
It is. It just hit you.
And then I could
Pretty hard.
I'm a little bit injured, but I bet I could shoot it.
Yeah, sure.
Crack pow. Bad crap. 1 success.
Yeah, this gun goes off, makes a really banging, booming noise that echoes through this giant shopping indoor area, and it echoes off, and you can kind of hear something screech and flap its wings and fly out through an opening. You can't really make it out, but there is a dark shadow that exited the building, and you also start to hear other things moving in the darkness because of that loud bang.
Okay.
The third creature rushes up and looks like it is on a tear to get after the Arbogast, but standing in its way is Valentino. And Valentino, it is going to try and swipe at you to bat you out of the way.
Ah! So agility and fighting.
Correct.
2 successes.
Oh, very good. You are able to duck out of the way and move away from this creature out of its line as it's starting to pick up speed as it moves towards the Arbogasts. John Arbogast raises up its hand and shouts something in a language that none of you can decipher, and the creature bounces off an invisible shield of some kind, a barrier, and falls on its back. Okay, that is the 2 remaining creatures. Let's see. We have a Valentino, a Rob, and a Matthew already went. So a Valentino and a Bug Eater.
Well, I know what I would like to do.
What is that?
Blam.
Okay. There's one on its back on the floor, and one that is just punched Doc pretty hard, and Doc missed on his retaliation.
I will aim and fire at that one.
Okay.
I'm working on a D3 on these guys.
Yes.
That is only 2 successes. I guess I will re-roll that 19.
Okay.
For 3 successes.
Very good. You can do some damage.
No bonus dice on this one.
Okay.
Just pierce 6 or 7 damage.
So
Every effect is worth 2. This thing is dumb.
Yeah. It is dumb. Yeah. So you are able to light it up, and it catches fire and starts to burn. All of the fat that stuck around just causes this thing to light up like a Roman candle, and it goes screaming into the depths of this shopping area. And you can see, as it's running down one of the hallways, just the whole area light up, and you can see eyes glowing out from the darkness and start to move towards where you are all at. But that thing is dead as well. Valentino.
Well, the one still on the floor.
Yep, there's still one on the floor.
I'll
It's
aim
on
at
its
it.
back. It's like, oh,
Yeah, I'll aim and see if I can pop it.
Okay.
Oh, one success.
Oh man, no! You fire and it goes wide, and Monty.
Stop wiggling.
Yeah. No, help me up, Mom. And yeah, so I think everyone has gone at this point, but the beast is able to roll over onto its hands and knees and stand back up, and it is going to try and take another swipe at you, Valentino. Agility and fighting.
Ah, shoot, one success.
Yep, you're able to dodge it again. This thing is very it lumbers about. It's kind of slow in its movement, but if one of those things were to connect, you know you would be in big trouble. So we are at the top of the round. There's one giant Gefallen standing in front of you, and Dr. West is like, wait, and he flicks his arms, and the gauntlets that you saw on the front of his arms earlier, he points them at all the slimy pus that is all over the place, and like a spray of some kind shoots out all over the dead corpse of the one that you guys killed, and the fluids and body parts start to move back towards one another, like they're coalescing together. Doc, you find this super fascinating. It's my reanimator-inator!
Yeah, we did it, everybody.
We did it!
Yay!
Yeah,
Yay!
congratulations.
That is
Shut
a
it
Brian
down.
joke.
We can go now.
That is a Brian joke, so I want to give credit where credit is due.
Still better than the Reanimator from Reanimator 3.
Mhm.
No,
Reanimator.
I'm thinking of a different one where the thing the pineal gland pops out of his head. That's what the hell is
Was
that?
that Return of the Living Dead?
From Beyond. That's what it is. From Beyond.
Okay.
All right. Yes, there is a thing coalescing on the floor. Dr. West seems very pleased with himself. There is one beast that is now standing up all the way on its feet looking around. And there are four of you, plus a blonde woman who looks very unimpressed with everything, and a pair of evil parents, and an action adventure scholar.
I'll take a shot at the gross monster.
Okay.
I'll aim at it, and I'll just. Oh wait. Let me give you a point of threat as well.
Okay.
4 successes.
Wow. Okay. So you get
So,
one
assuming
momentum back.
Yeah. So let me roll some damage. Let me add 2 momentum to that.
Sure, might as well.
So that's 10 total, I want to say.
Wow. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because
7
of your
plus the 1 for my insight, plus 2
yep,
more.
plus 2 more. Yep.
Okay.
I got to double check. There may be a max of dice you can roll, but I'll allow it. Hey, wow! You describe how you take this thing out.
Dutch goes to aim at the thing, and then he goes, ours doesn't have this setting, and he basically pulls on a crank, and like the thing just kind of like opens up, and instead of a single lightning bolt, it's like a it's like an entire area is suddenly like a what do you call them? Those orbs with the electromagnetic things in them, and you put your finger on them, and the electricity goes there.
Oh yeah, like a Van de Graaff machine.
Yeah. So it's like all of a sudden.
Oh no, not a. I know what you're talking about. Those plasma ball things that you buy. At the
like a plasma ball, or like a big, like a Jacob's ladder or something like that. But
okay, yeah, sure.
But the thing is, both of the cables, and I'm the origin point, and it's just like.
Very cool. And then what happens when the electricity hits the creature?
It cooks it, which is disgusting.
Yeah. You can all smell the smell of bacon and pork chops just going up in this place. It unfortunately it's all rotten bacon and pork chops, so it's a putrid smell. It's pretty sickening. The woman with the blonde hair, she would probably throw up from this smell, but she's already thrown up back in the theater, so she's got nothing else to give. Yeah. Dr. West says, "Oh no, not again." And he starts to turn towards the others. You don't understand. I'm trying to save lives. Meanwhile, there's a bubbling, festering puddle of gunk starting to get larger and starting to take shape.
Maybe we should get on out of here.
Can I shoot him?
Shoot the bubbling mess? Sure.
No.
Dr. West.
I mean, you can if you want.
I think I do. He seems to be doing something sinister.
No, I'm just like you. We're breathing life. No. So listen. If you want to shoot him, you can. But remember, you have been following this man's science your entire life. This has been your dream and goal to be like Dr. West, but to be better than Dr. West. Are you really going to shoot him?
No.
Okay.
I think
not with that roll, you're not.
Draco. Shut up. There was no roll. It didn't happen.
What are you pointing a gun at me? Put that away. We have so much to study. I've heard so much about you. I'm making life.
But it's trying to eat us.
No, it's not trying to eat us. It's trying to eat you, not me.
Okay, now I do want to. Can you make the other one stop trying to eat us?
It's dead.
Oh, good.
Rodrigo or Carlos just lit it up. Remember that smell of bacon, rotten bacon? Yeah, it's dead.
It actually smelled kind of good to me, but I don't know.
Oh, it smelled horrible to Blisco.
Well, I'm from Boston. We don't know.
It was cooked.
Yep, overcooked.
Yeah.
Listen, I need to take care of these things. And we need to nurture it. Come. What is your name, scary looking man?
His name is Blisco.
No, you.
Me? Oh, Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas, come over here. Here, stick your hand right here.
Why?
Come on. We've got to give this thing life.
I feel like
give me a will plus resilience D2.
Oh, geez. I hope I'm good at this. I'm having to roll a will save in real life to not start talking like that. 2 successes.
Yeah, this thing looks pretty gross. You've seen some dead bodies and you've seen some rotten bodies in your day, but this is a little bit too much for you.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, fine. And he just sticks his hand into this thing of slime, and you see him start squeezing something that looks like an organ. You've got to pump it. Pump it up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go.
What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah, let's move on.
Wait. You all look kind of injured, yes?
I'm not.
I've seen some things.
Except for my brain.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, you've got some clarity among you. I can see that now. Here, sit.
Yeah, I don't think what you're doing here is going to help that.
Oh, but it will.
Okay, well, the rest of us are moving on. So you're welcome to catch up once you're set.
Okay. And he pulls out something out of this pustulating thing, and he hands it to the Arbogast and says, Eat, you'll be fine. And he hands something to the blonde woman, and they all just are like, look at each other a little bit, but they ingest it, and they just kind of start to feel a little perkier. You can tell that any kind of worry or stress that they may have shown on their faces is starting to melt away, and they seem very much relaxed and focused than what they were before. Oh, well, let's go on then. And he brushes his hands. And where are you guys going to go? Because you're now kind of in this open area. There's light falling from a hole, but there's darkness and shadows all around you.
Let's just try to head north.
Okay. So you head north and you enter a little courtyard. The courtyard is between the shopping area and the what looks like what you guys would recognize as a basilica of some kind. It's really weird that, commerce and religion are so tied to one another on this little island through these passageways and everything. But you emerge into this courtyard, and it's got trash and rubble everywhere. And from above, you just hear this screeching sound. And you look up, and you see a gremlin up on the roof. And it looks down at you. And it jumps down and swoops at the group of you. It first swoops towards Doc.
Mhm.
And so Doc, hand-to-hand, agility and fighting.
2 successes.
Yep, 2 successes here. So it is going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, pierce 1.
So I would take 2.
No, you'd take 3, because if your armor is 2 and it's pierce 1, that would lower your armor to 1, and so you would take 3 physical damage.
Okay.
Everybody give me a will plus resilience. D2.
God.
Right.
I don't want to do
These things are
another one
pretty
of those.
creepy and scary. These
Trying
things
to
are
kill
creepy
us.
and scary.
Shoot.
This is why
I use
I
a
raised that
momentum on
up and
this.
took a talent.
All right, Doc succeeds.
Mhm.
I got 1 success and 1 complication.
All right.
Using my Dauntless talent.
Using a momentum.
Okay.
Hey.
2 successes for Blisco.
I only got 1 success.
Okay, so both Blisco, both Valentino and Carlos take 3 mental damage. And Valentino, you also suffer the complication of things that should not have been seen. And so now all of your targeting is increased by 1 difficulty level.
Okay.
So if it's a D2, D3, etc. Are you still alive?
And that fill in my last box.
Oh no. Valentino collapses, everybody. He's squirming on the ground, grabbing at his head. Meanwhile, there is a gremlin flying above you. It is hovering and flapping its wings.
I shoot it.
Okay?
Well, I'll aim at it. And then I'll give you a threat, and then I'll shoot it.
Okay.
2 successes, but
Yep,
let me reroll
not
that
good.
17.
Yep. Ooh,
17
so yeah,
again.
you shoot your lightning gun and it goes wide, and the gremlin is able to dodge it.
Is this still our
Valentino
action?
next.
On the brink of death.
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's on the brink of insanity.
Oh, that's even worse.
I would like to aim and shoot at it.
Okay.
Zap. I would like to reroll that 20 for 2 successes. Woo!
So a total of 3 successes.
Looks like it.
Okay, so you are able to shoot it.
Damage.
Oh, nice.
5 pierce 6.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot it really good. And as it's hovering above you, you knock off one of its part of its rib cage, and the whole courtyard is just covered in green slimy stuff. Gross. Exactly. Brian is out of commission. Valentino is out of commission because he's writhing in mental agony. That leaves Matthew.
Okay. Can I help him with that?
Do you
For
have
all of my-
anything? I think we've gone over that. You don't have anything that can help mental illness.
Does he have any physical stress that I could heal so that he would have the strength, or does that even work like that?
If he has physical damage, yeah.
I do not.
Dang. Okay. I'll hold something under his nose.
Okay.
He's kind of insane.
Okay. All right. We'll go to the top of the round. The creature makes another swooping diving attack. This time, it's diving at the blonde woman. And no, she does not. She's not able to fend off the attack. The gremlin, I was going to say night gaunt because that's what it is, swoops down, and in its talons of its feet, it grabs a hold of the blonde woman and starts to lift her up into the air. And she's screaming, 9, 9, no, 9. And the creature takes off higher and higher into the air, and she is screaming and struggling. She is unable to break free as the creature flies north. Damn it, you hear John Arbogast say.
Do we know who that is?
She never introduced herself to you.
Yeah, do you mean her or the gremlin? Because we've met that gremlin before.
Well, this one was much larger. This may have been the mother.
Get out of here. I'll throw a rock at it.
Gremlin
Okay.
parent.
It is flying over the top of
Yeah.
the Basilica Dome and flown to the north. We're out of combat, but you have a very distressed comrade that has fallen here beside you.
I'll kneel down. Is he just like completely like flopped over? Is he like on his back?
Yeah, Valentino, what are the horrific things going through your mind as you're convulsing here on the ground?
Probably just the melange of the various arcane tomes I've been devouring, and just probably just staring up at that black sun, just kind of getting lost in the void.
Oh man, when you stare up into the black sun, you do see symbols from your books that you've been studying flying past you, and it looks like the black sun is starting to make those symbols up into the sky. You see creatures that have tentacles, but with claws on the end of their tentacles. You see things that are horrors beyond, and you hear the chanting coming through the black sun of people worshiping Yog-Sothoth. Oh my, this is terrible. Simply terrible. This man, he's gone crazy.
All right, he's gonna be all right.
Yes, he will be all right. If you listen to me, the doctor. Anybody else here a doctor? No. Any of you worked at a mental institution? No. Any of you enshrined in a mental institution for 5 years before the Germans came and got you out? No. Just me? Maybe you should listen to me for once, huh? Me, Dr. Herbert West.
Can you help him?
Of course I can help him.
Oh, this is a terrible idea.
Do you trust me?
No.
Why are you making fun of me?
Please help him.
All right. Brian, time to make a deal with the devil.
I see.
All right. Here's
It's a
the thing.
complication.
Here is the thing. I can have Dr. West cure 5 of your mental stress, but in exchange, you have to see the light. And by seeing the light, you are all in on trying to open the gateway to get Yog-Sothoth into this world and helping the Black Sun. That is the mental scar that happens from this. That, you think it's a great idea. You think that, yes, Yog-Sothoth coming into onto the earth and taking out all of those bad people who have harmed you over the years, who have persecuted you over the years. By controlling Yog-Sothoth, you can stop the persecution of people like yourself. and you can make the world a better place. This sounds like, from all of the experiences you had, that yes, the Key of Solomon is the key to peace on Earth.
I think I'll have to decline that bargain.
Really? Even if it means that none of your friends, none of your people would ever be persecuted again, that you could control Yog-Sothoth and rid the world of horrible people,
Well,
like the Nazis?
what's the option here? Like, if he doesn't, then like,
Yeah,
his
he's
character's
gone.
just out.
Yeah, he's insane unless you guys can. I mean, you can drag him along, but unless you are able to find a cure for, long-term mental work, there's not going to be much left. So Herbert West leans down and starts whispering into your ear. And Valentino, this sounds like a soothing voice, but it is not something that is enough to calm you. Valentino suddenly stands up.
I stand up, just start screaming, no, no, no! And I just run off to the north.
Okay. He runs off north into the cathedral area. Critical Hit Punch All Nazis is a production of Major Spoilers Entertainment and was produced and edited by me, Stephen Schleicher. If you would like to get a behind-the-scenes making of this episode, be sure to check out the GM Roundtable Octoon Cthulhu Edition at our Patreon page, patreon.com/Major Spoilers. Each week I discuss my plans for the upcoming game session, and Dr. Brad Will is there to share his reactions and advice on how to be a better game master. I will warn you, though, there are spoilers galore in every installment of the GM Roundtable Octoon Cthulhu Edition. So, if you don't like spoilers and don't want to know what I am planning next, don't listen to these episodes. Though, I will say, if you do listen, you'll be able to see how and where the players throw a wrench into my plans, and you're also going to have greater insight into the world that's being built into this campaign. Finally, we want you to record yourself doing your best on Critical Hit and send it to us at podcast@majorspoilers.com, and your voice will join the growing chorus of fans in upcoming episodes as well. Thank you again for listening this week, and here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2025 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.